Hello everyone and welcome back to another Rise of Kingdom video. This is your boy Legend Ronnie and today we have a very special video for you. Have you ever wondered how much Lilith games or Rise of Kingdoms have earned for Lilith games through their microtransaction or their bundles in the game, and how heavy is Rise of Kingdoms as a pay-to-win game compared to many other mobile games out there? This is what I want to talk in this video, and this is what I want to explain you and show you from other websites and researches that have been done regarding this. And some numbers from some games will 100% shock you. I'm going to make sure to post links in the description of the video from all the websites that I am checking, and I'm showing you some of the articles. In this article, they're saying that Lilith Games is the third largest game developer and publisher in China by revenue. Its portfolio includes chart-topping games like Rise of Kingdoms, Art of Conquest, AFK Arena, Soul Hunters, and more. Now, I have read the entire article. This is basically a company that does ads for Rise of Kingdoms, and more specifically, they've done ads in other games or other apps where people were having to log in, download and log in into Rise of Kingdoms, and sometimes even do a purchase or sometimes just unlock tier 2 in order to gain advantages in the apps where they found the ad, or gain a large amount of resources in those particular apps that they are playing. This is another very interesting article that I found about Rise of Kingdoms, but I run down the article and it pretty much just explained how the game is. It says that Rise of Kingdoms monetization strategy, how it became a $1.15 billion game. And then I went a little bit further down because I want to find out, when someone is stating something like this, they need to have a background about what they are stating, because $1.15 billion, that's quite a lot of earning or revenue from a game. So I wanted to find his source, like where did he got this research, and it says over here, unless stated otherwise, the data in this article comes from an internal source. Well, this is pretty much what I can do. I can do a video and say that Lilith made $10 billion. But where is the source? It's an internal source. Another very interesting article regarding Lilith Games I found on this site, Wicked Grind Games, and is mentioning the title pretty big. Lilith AFK Arena generates 1.45 billion in revenue in 2020. Now, if you didn't know, AFK Arena was launched in 2019, and in 2020 it was registered as $1.45 billion in revenue. Now, I found the same research on a couple of other sites, so this is something that I definitely believe in this number, and it's pretty high. It says over here, since the game launched in 2015, where the game was launched in 2019, maybe in some countries it was launched way earlier. It is very possible, but as a worldwide launch for AFK Arena was 2019. AFK Arena has become the third most popular new game in the world. It is the first of its kind, and it's a mobile multiplayer online battle arena. It is a nice introduction and explanation about the game, trying to cover up as much as possible regarding the game. If you want to go further down on the article, it does say a little bit more about the game. I just wanted to mention some of the most important part. Sensor Tower, it is another website which I have searched, and they specify over here some pretty big numbers. As you notice on the right corner, it says revenue last month, and in the middle it mentions Lilith publishers summary. Total Lilith mobile app revenue in April 2022 was $61 million, including $39 million for iOS apps and $22 million for Android apps. And it mentions the release date of Rise of Kingdoms and the release date of AFK Arena, which is the right date. This is why I was mentioning earlier on the earlier article when they were saying 2015. Everywhere I found about the AFK Arena, it was 2019, the date of release. But another more important thing that I want to show about this article on this website on Sensor Tower is going further down. It's about the bundles that are most commonly purchased in the game. And it says on the right side, if you're looking, top in-app purchases. And then you have the title, which is daily limited. Now when the game was launched, the daily limit special offer, we had them from the start of the game. It's same for recruiting new commanders and having the $5 pack, which gives you 10 universal sculptures. But there is a couple of packs that came later on and now are very commonly bought. For example, like the Last Scroll. It is kind of a no-brainer bundle in the game, which as low spender as you are, this should be the minimum investment you should do in the game. Now this is the cherry on top of the cake regarding this video, which is from Wikipedia, and I can 100% say that Wikipedia knows how to do their research. If you want to read through the lines, I'll make sure to post a link in the description of this video about the Wikipedia as well, and you're probably already seeing some of the top games, how much they have earned. But I have to explain a couple of things. So for example, this first game, Honor of Kings, Arena of Valor, its total revenue since the initial release, it specifies initial release. It's like I was saying about earlier regarding AFK Arena, when they were saying that it was released in 2015. Well, his initial release of AFK Arena was 2019, as I've showed on some of the other websites. Arena of Valor, $13.4 billion. Publisher, Tencent Games, genre MOBA game. And then here is the reference regarding Wikipedia. That's exactly what I was searching for in some of the other websites where I was looking for information. It mentions the full list from each year and the full list from where all this information is coming from and how did they reach the $13.4 billion mark earnings or revenue since 2015. And if you click on it, it's going to take you to a website where you can see all those researches and all those details if you want to know even more about it. The next game, which is on a 10 billion revenue, is Monster Strike, which publisher is Mixi, puzzle RPG strategy. And again, if you go on the right side, you can also see, and if you click on it, it's gonna take you, so if you want to see the full details where all this information is coming from. Puzzle and Dragons, PUBG Mobile, game released in 2018, same time when Rise of Kingdoms was released. It reached $8 billion revenue dollars in income. And again, Tencent Games as a publisher with Krafton, I suppose, in a collaboration. Then it is a battle royale game. I did try PUBG Mobile for a little bit, and apparently on the release in 2020 is done the highest income. Then 2021 is done a little bit less, and 2022 January to April. So this one is updated including April. If we check the first one, it's only till 14th of December. PUBG, Pokemon, Clash of Clans, Candy Crush Saga, Fate Grand Order, Genshin Impact, September 28, 2020, it reached 3 billion marks. But you haven't seen Rise of Kingdoms yet, right? Because I was mentioning at the beginning, when you're thinking that probably Rise of Kingdoms is one of the most high spending games, or people where spend the most money, well, I think some of the names in this list already can tell you, since we don't see Rise of Kingdoms yet, it definitely tells you that there is much higher spending games than Rise of Kingdoms. So finally, somewhere over here at the bottom, we see AFK Arena, that this information is only till January 2021. So there is no research done after January 2021, which is another year and a couple of months of revenue. So everybody knows about the 1.45 billion that AFK Arena has brought in revenue for Lilith Games. And going down the list, this is where we finally see our game Rise of Kingdoms. We have it over here on the number 45, and it says $926 million in revenue. Released on September 20, 2018 by Lilith Games. This is a strategy game, and this is where the information is coming from. This is up to 3rd of March 2022, and it's all the details there where all this analysis is coming from. Now probably with the couple of months update, this has gone up to $1 billion in revenue, But I think that this is the most accurate on Wikipedia about how much Rise of Kingdoms has earned, and is nowhere near close of one of the top games. It is rank 45 of total earning mobile games in the world, but still very far away from some of the other top games. And this can also tell you how free-to-play friendly Rise of Kingdom is, because when you're thinking about it, if you would have played some of the other games that are way more expensive, it means that people are putting a lot more money into the game than you could imagine. As for example, you see Lords Mobile over here, which I was told by many people that it is a really heavy pay-to-win game. You can survive it as free-to-play as well, but it is a heavy pay-to-win game. Like one piece of equipment, if you want to maximize it, it's around $2,000, just one piece of equipment, which you might be using just to kill some monsters in there, like spending your action points. Just giving you an example, I have no experience with Lords Mobile. It's just some rough information that I got from February 26, 2016, and it's almost triple in earnings than Rise of Kingdoms. To personally say this, I think Rise of Kingdoms is way more popular than Lords Mobile. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this clarified a couple of things regarding your concerns about the game. And to answer the question, will the game ever die? The strategy that they are using right now on the Rise of Kingdoms and the way they are going to is still a very free-to-play friendly game, but they obviously have to give something to the spenders. That's why VIP is always going up. That's why there is bundles. That's why there is equipment. But as a free-to-play friendly, I don't think there is a more free-to-play friendly strategy game out there as popular as Rise of Kingdoms. And the game will not going to die. I say that this game will have a very long life, a much longer life than you would expect. Until next time, this is your boy Jeroni signing off. Peace out, yo, and take care. See you on the next one, and stay safe out there, my friends.